What's a new camera, right? Of course, we've tested it a million times.
Hey, what? Good morning.
Morning, humans.
We got a new camera, so we're starting a little early to make sure everything is.
So tell us if the new camera works and you can hear us. Quickly, we need like thumbs ups and stuff.
Yeah, let us know if we sound good and we look good.
Well, look good's relative. Can anybody hear us?
We got a much better camera, and
Is that
you'll be able to see
the sound working?
Hunter said you look different, so, and I got some thumbs up.
Okay.
Coffee already from Jeremy R. Yes.
Yeah, because we keep freaking forgetting to do the coffee.
Tired.
I'm tired today, so.
Sounds good, looking even better. What's really cool is you'll be able to see the knives details.
Yeah,
better.
Hunter, you're a photographer. You'd probably shit on yourself if you realize what camera we got. I know.
Sounds good. Picture is awesome.
Yeah,
Different but good from Miss Told.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Leonidas. That's your name.
Tim's arm looks a little red.
Sunburned. How about now? Does my ear? I can. So look, we can adjust.
Look, y'all, if y'all want to help us adjust our lighting, we'd be glad to take your advice.
You want me to turn the red down? What?
We did have a professional set it up for us, but
yeah,
you know,
let's go.
he looks red and y'all don't like it.
Deal with it.
Good morning, Jimbo.
All right, that should be less
Hunter,
red.
no, it's a Panasonic. What is it?
Lumix S5II. So the S5 II.
Hot Pair says you're sexy with this new camera.
Well, he's a liar. Hey, man. You think you can flirt with me because you sent me Creole seasoning or what? Shrimp boil in a shrimp desert? Actually, it's probably crawfish. What an idiot.
You do need coffee. You're acting tired.
I know. I'm down here like pissy as hell. And she's like, look, be nice. So I'm trying to. I need coffee, man.
So
well, usually
our photographer set up the lighting and he said that the red light is good. But if it looks weird, y'all let us know.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had the red light, but it's brighter today because overall the lighting is brighter.
Chance, you can mail them the website. I believe our address is on the website. If it's not, it's on the Google listing. Yeah. You just type in T.Kell knives.
Don't come during the live, I'll stab you. Or shoot you, more likely. Can't say that here. Was that measuring stuff? Probably not. Ooh, cuss word. Oops. Yeah, so early for coffee because I've been forgetting to do it.
Nick, what color grips did you have? I know we've shipped most Night Stalkers. We're out of black G10. If you had black and you'll take a different color, we'll get it out to you.
Yeah, yeah. Black is always the #1 color, right? I mean, I thought Warrior would be really popular, but black is.
Well, maybe people, when we can show them the handles with a better camera, maybe they'll be able to see how great the colors are and they can pick different colors.
Yeah. Possibly.
Show them some Warrior since you like Warrior.
Warrior, hold on. I'm showing them some caffeinated Tim first. Yeah. Man.
So Hunter was sick. We didn't know if he was going to moderate, but he made it. Hopefully he'll be better soon. I'll trade you a cap for one of my boss's caps, Tim Delaney. Oh, a Mark Chestnut cap? Wait, you're the boss though, aren't you? He's not your boss.
Well.
Drewski, good morning. Got my Night Stalker yesterday with Warrior grips. So happy. Yes, that's
right.
What I have Warrior on my CQC.
Here's a Warrior before I get too involved in this. All right, you guys, tell me about the lighting. It should be muy bueno.
Yeah, look how much better you can see the detail on there. Is that look good on y'all's end?
So this is a 4K camera, but StreamYard only lets us do in 1080p. But it still should be zoom and focus should all be way better. Nobody said anything about the redness being better. Well, if they did, I didn't see it because I'm stoops.
I got a wow from Miss Told, and Brandon Maple says a lot better.
Good. Man, I mean...
This is what your Patreon dollars went to, patrons.
Yeah, and a lot of freaking work for me, man. So I put... The entire room now has got the sound deadening crap all over it, so you can whisper in here and hear it. Or as my videographer friend said, you could kill somebody in here. So, but he totally changed the lighting around, and he had set the lighting up the first time. So I don't know, but whatever. Here. Oh,
Yeah, it definitely looks better on my end. And
That's
a lot of
good.
people saying it looks good.
Good.
So
I hate when it does that shit. Damn.
Craig Baldry, I do remember your Night Stalker. You had an engraving on it. It did go out, I think, like Friday or something.
What was the engraving?
I don't know, but I do remember his sitting there with an engraving. No one will hear you scream from Mike Brandon.
Oh, that's what I know. That's what they say. They're like, you killed somebody here. I'm like, well, that's really not the point.
Rob wants to know what's the latest with the piranha shoot.
All right, so in case you didn't know, because the sound is not bouncing around in here, it's all focused right by me, so all I can hear is a jet boil.
Oh, you didn't hear me?
No, barely. I heard Rob.
Piranha sheets.
I know that we're still working on the stupid aluminum molds, last I heard.
Good morning, Rex. He said, good morning, Camera Queen. My new name. I love it.
CQB, Camera Queen Beautiful. Only I can call her that. I'll kill you.
So I teased with the title about kitchen knives. We have, I don't know if Umberto's on, but they kind of just ran with that design, and we got some.
Yeah, my engineer friend, associate, guy who helps me draw the stuff, it's really chefy, and he was super excited about it. I'm trying to look at you guys while not scalding my face off.
Nick, yeah, that's why. We were probably going to email everybody that had black to see if they'd take a different color. Red or green.
Well, I'm hoping we get the black.
Yeah, you can email us if you want to look at the other colors and see if there's something else you want. But we should get the black in soon. But we can go ahead and ship it now with a different color.
I cut the heat early this time because I don't want to cause an effing explosion.
Good morning from Michigan, from John Riley.
Morning. That's where I'm from, in case you didn't know. Spalding Township.
Yeah, lots of people have been wanting us to make kitchen knives. So this is pretty exciting. They're different.
Especially in the fact that I started my career as a kitchen knife maker because I was scared to tell people about my Marine Corps stuff.
What are the shiny things bottom left of the screen?
Well, no. Anybody?
I don't see shiny things on my end. Unless it's, are you talking about the magazines over there?
That was close, people. That was really close. Man, this jet boil is crazy.
Good morning from Vegas, from Python 81. Davey Z is on.
I had a driveway put in this week by a dude who grew up in Vegas. He's
Cody grew up in Vegas?
Yeah, he grew up in Vegas, and
really?
His dad owned a excavation company. That's why, from the time he was like a little kid, so that's why he's so good.
So I guess the magazines are looking all reflecty over there.
Is that what that is?
I guess.
Bottom left of their screen would be over here.
Yeah, Hunter said he thinks he's talking about the magazines.
Those are my war cabinet. I don't know. So for every caliber, I probably have at least 20 magazines stacked and loaded and ready. And each one of the magazines has those little bands that look like the Live Strong bracelets to determine caliber, because I trust me, right? But I don't necessarily trust everybody else to not chamber a 300 blackout in my 223 or 556 and blow the action up. So everything's labeled, but that's probably what you're seeing. If it's the very bottom left, those are probably the Lancer mags for my Sig Spear, which is a 308 7.62. And I like the Lancer mags because the Lancer mags, they just look tough. Can I do this without making an effing mess? Because this thing doesn't pour the best. He made a mess. He did it. And you guys can see more now because the lighting's better, I think.
Gosh, yeah, you can totally see the smoke coming off of it and stuff. Exactly how my mags are set up from G19.5.
Man, I got these holders on Amazon. They're the High Score brand. I freaking love them because they're foam and you can swap them out for the pistol. Goodness freaking gracious.
Did you spill it?
Every time because I'm stoops. Where's my cup? I don't want to drink
Good
out of
morning
this
from
thing.
California. A dirty stock 89. Can see the blades much better with the camera. Yay!
Good. We want to see
Excited.
everything except for my
Yeah,
stupid
y'all should
face.
ask to see like every grip
and
and,
my
every knife. so you
giant
can see the
body.
details. Ed Barkley, $10. Received my Night Stalker last week and was very impressed. Now I can't wait to receive the Piranha. Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, we got CGs. I got the new CG sheets finished. I cannot. This pouch is defeating me on this damn Vertex bag.
What are you trying to
I
get
just
out
want my
there?
cup. I've made everybody else's coffee and mine is defeating me. There we go. Here's the secret.
Good morning, Jonathan Wren. He's a new patron. I recognize his name.
Morning, human. Okay.
So what you got going on this week, honey? What's been going on?
So I think I finished the studio, right? The sound should be way better. The picture should be, let me just walk out and put this here for camera daughter. Goodbye, humans.
He's just ignoring y'all.
Yeah, I don't really like any of you.
When are
That's just-
CGs dropping? Are CGs on the April 1st drop?
Yes, they are. We're about to start shipping everything from the January 1 drop. Man, and so what I've basically been doing is redoing this whole room. So about 90 hours of, you could probably set this behind you or
Am I supposed to drink it yet, or I need to let it sit?
let it sit. I'll set a timer. You got a thing behind you too if you want to do that. You put it where you want, lady. You're the boss. Everybody knows
Put
that.
it right there.
All right. So finishing up the sound for the studio, finishing up the lighting for the studio.
They don't care about that. They care about
Designing the
knives.
new kitchen knife that we did. I've done that a lot. I think we made the final tweaks to the little dagger that we're
Hey,
doing.
$4.99 from Joey.
Thanks.
Thank you, Joey.
Thank you, Joey. Good morning, sir. Rob, do I need to say good morning to anybody else? I don't know. You tell me. Let me do this stuff. Let me set this timer for 5
That
minutes.
wall of knives is so awesome. From Lady Picture Show.
Thanks. Yeah, so you guys probably couldn't see most of it because it was freaking dark in here. And I thought it was supposed to be dark and just I was supposed to be lit, but I was apparently wrong. What is this? 5 minutes. All right.
Carl Ballesteros, my Night Stalker CQC is currently in Kentucky. So if anyone wants to intercept it and drive up to Canada.
Hey, Pete, get on it. He's in Kentucky. So on that, I don't think we're going to be able to use the post office anymore. I heard that they changed all of their routes and now we have blades that would normally take 2 or 3 days to get to nickel boron, taking like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And that really sucks because I'd like to have them back. That would be kind of nice so that I can get them sharpened and tumbled and sheathed and out to you humans. So I don't know.
Wall of Pew Pews looks awesome too.
Thanks, guys.
Combatant or Night Stalker from Jonathan Wren? You mean like compare the two?
They're totally different in function and design. So that's a tough one. Man, oh, I gave the knife to the photographer, the combatant.
Oh, you don't have that to show?
No, because I had the one. I sent the
Morning,
rest off to
Josh L.
finish up at nickel boron so that we could get them out. But I have my original. So
What you talking about, mistold? You don't know how many packages we have. We ship a lot of packages.
about 300 a week, most weeks.
Now, he said you probably don't have enough packages for UPS pickups. They're expensive too.
Yeah, and UPS loses.
Hey, Josh L gave us $100. Look, we got lunch yesterday, and I said
We should take a
we
picture.
were like, we should send a picture of our lunch because Josh L always buys our lunch.
Yeah. Hey, we're never out of the house because we're always doing stuff. All right. So this
Thank you,
is
Josh.
the CQC and the combatant. Are we good in focus and height and all that craziness?
Lower it just a bit.
I got to get used to that. My videographer friend said that we need to put a monitor so I can see what the hell I'm doing. But then I'd have to train myself to not stare at it.
20 from Brandon Maples. Love the new updates on the combatant.
Thanks, Brandon.
Can't wait. Yeah,
Yes.
it's awesome.
So those are the two. So you've got a ring for retention on the Night Stalker, and then the combatant has got these dual finger wells to pull that in. The back has got this
But
rounded
it's
shape.
different though. The updated one's going to be different.
Yeah, so everything from here back is the same. All of this has changed. The swedge is different. I don't even have one. That sucks. I guess we should have. Well, anyway, so you pull this in. You've got these two fingers to pull that into the palm. So that's why that's shaped that way, because that's the way your hand is shaped, forward and reverse. So functionally, they're totally different, because this is going to take
Everybody says the knives look good.
Good. This is going to take up more room on your waist because it's got the ring. So blade length is about the same.
Thank you, Sean. Morning, T.Kell family.
Good morning, guys.
Knife world.
Sean.
Awesome.
So that's the basics of the, you know.
And show off that midnight grip. That's a pretty grip.
Oh, hold please.
You can see the details better now. We need to show off all the grips.
Yeah. And so this looked like the right spot for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
Blue and black.
So the midnight is actually one of C-Dub's favorites. She likes this one a lot. The Fury looks good too. What am I think I may be. So here's the difference. It's the two same colors. So we've got Fury on the bottom on the Hawk, and I'm carrying the Hawk. I've been carrying it most of this week because this was a blim and it was scratching. I carry only blemish stuff because I beat my stuff up.
Oh, you should talk about the new sheath with the Nighthawk and how awesome
that
blade is now.
So good. Somebody said they got a sheath.
Yeah, if you want Fury grips, we don't have it on the website yet. You can just send us an email if you have an order and you want it for...
Who was I hateful to this week? Somebody. About the Combatant and the Fury grip.
Andre, you got the new sheath? Yeah, it's really, really cool.
I just think it's awesome with the black on the bottom. All the way around, still.
All of our new sheets now.
Slim line. They just look
Perfect.
And perform incredibly well. I just like them a lot. They look really good. And they still have that snap that we are used to, you know what I mean?
So no welds. Now we've got the rivets.
Right. The welds were a great thing in theory, right? They worked great for a while, but then something happened, and I don't know.
Sick or just tired. That raspy voice is top tier.
That's interesting because I always have a raspy voice.
I think you're tired this morning.
Wait, as soon as the alarm goes off. As soon as the alarm.
My FLN sheath doesn't do the snappy thing. Yeah.
No, there's okay. So let's talk about that. Neither does the TCQ. So on these sheaths, we have G10 to grab onto. On the FLN and the TCQ, it's just blade, because if it went so high. All right, now you can have your coffee.
Frank, I'll get Tim to do that in just a second. He wants to see the Taylor's Ridge.
Okay, that's not the updated Taylor's. It's the ugly one. Not ugly, previous. So if we were to make the sheath on the FLN come up and grab this grip, it'd have to be way up in here, and you wouldn't
look at
be
the purple. You can see the purple.
You wouldn't be able to deploy it. So we are only grabbing on the blade. And that sheath is really designed to be completely inside your britches. So
if we would have had the choil, it would have had the click.
Yeah, it would have had a lot more click, but that hard snap is only going to be on the blades that grab on the handle, which is going to be everything but.
Hold that up one more time.
Hold on.
I'm going to give one of those away today. We accidentally sharpened the back edge on one.
So is this a good spot for you?
Mm-hmm.
Both of these blades have retention only on the blade. So because when you deploy this, the whole sheath and everything sits below the belt line, and you draw from this point on the Tarani, and it's very similar thought process on the FLN. So the whole sheath and everything sits below, and to keep it minimal printing, you need to be able to grab it down here, and to do that, you can't have sheath beyond this. So that's why it doesn't snap in.
Chad, we'll put you an order in for another. We don't have those yet.
What?
He ordered a Piranha sheath and thought he was going to get the new one. They're not done yet.
We just need to put a note on that. I can have coffee. This is going to be great.
I'm drinking mine too. It's delicious.
Good. I'll wake up. The raspy former Marine screamy voice will go away in a minute.
Gross. FLN perfect curve for stinky stripe carry.
Ew, why are you putting it in your fanny meat? That's gross. Let's change it. I say all kind of weird stuff like fanny meat. Wow. So the lighting?
Rods, we can get you the Nighthawk sheath.
The lighting is good, or is it too bright?
Yeah,
everybody seems to like it.
Light?
Because it's like considerably brighter. 50% actually.
Good looking purple grip on the FLN. Yeah, that's called Marauder.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty color.
Well, actually, when they made this, they screwed up. Typically, the Marauder is purple with a thin black stripe. So, like, everything that's got these thin black stripes, which is part of the reason it takes so long for me to get my stuff, they screwed up and didn't layer it. And then they sent it, and I was like, oh, I actually like that. So we only have that solid purple right now in the FLN.
What's the knife next to the T.Kell sign 3 over with red grips?
This,
Crispy. That's like the clip point.
yeah, that's the clip point nightshade. Somebody actually asked me.
New sheaths coming with all orders not received.
Right.
Yes, except piranha. Well, we're waiting actually to ship piranhas.
So is that too close?
No, that actually looks really good.
Okay, so
really
that's
good.
Red Dawn, and that's the clip point nightshade. Somebody sent me an email about that last night, and I responded this morning saying, this is most likely not coming back. Most likely. You know what I should have brought? The stupid trial blank to the Night Guardians with that higher grind.
Bring those? You're always not bringing stuff we need to show.
Well, you know, the shop is not right outside of this door. It's 88 yards that way. Well, technically,
do you have pictures? Because I wanted to get their opinion on that.
I do. Yeah, I've got pictures from Jeremy. Maybe we could share screen. Why did I do that? That's weird.
Chuck Bolin, updates on FLNs to ship. We're still working our way through them.
Yep. So we've got.
The last time I looked, we were most of the way through all the ringless, and we're working our way through
ringed ones. The final stuff to be shipped is almost done with heat treat. So if you had a black one, we just acid etch those, and then I do a quick tumble to get that Recon distressed black look. But the other ones are going to be 2 weeks longer because they have to go to nickel boron. So
sad to see the clip point go away.
Yeah, I mean, look, we are bringing the Warthog and the Taylor's Ridgeback by popular demand because people cried, and you guys are girls. So
yeah, I don't know if y'all remember, we did a video all about knives I'll never make
that was
again.
One of them,
and that was on the list, and it just didn't get as many.
Yeah, and
it was the Taylors and the Warthog that y'all wanted the most.
Yeah, the most. And then on that list was also this old school Tonto and that Warncliffe. I don't know, this was just not a blade that sold very well. I'm not sure why.
It looks like that would stab straight through like inches.
This thing is an incredible piercer. Look at the swedge. It's like a 20 thou swedge on the back. This thing's nasty.
Rob said, when are you going to do another shop live? We can do them. They're just not going to look good.
Yeah, because we have to use the phone, and the sound sucks because she's following me all around in there.
Yeah, we got everything all stable in here.
Man, you know what's crazy? That freaking murderous event that happened in our shop up in the loft. Remember that? I'll find a picture of that.
You know about that squirrel?
Yeah. Crazy, right?
He's getting you back for when you used to cook him and leave all those hairs in there.
Oh, man, you guys want to hear this crazy story? I have no idea why they didn't tell me the truth about this.
John, the CGs are shipping soon. We just finished up sheaths, so they'll be going.
Yeah, the AEBL ones. Look at this. So this is the loft.
$10.
Thank you, brother.
T.Kell Star Wars blade. Call it Night Star. Who's with me?
Look, I have one up there. Where is the... I shouldn't even show it. The Stormtrooper blade? Okay, look. So we found this in the Kydex loft.
Can you see it? Put it forward a little bit more.
Can you see that? It's like...
Can y'all see that?
Whatever mauled this squirrel and left his arm and his lower half stopped right at his wiener. And I was like, all right, I'm done eating this thing. And that's it. But the shop has no windows. It's got a big roll-up door and one-man door. And it was all sealed up tight. And Grant sent me this picture and goes, what the F? And he's not the type of person to send that. And I was like, holy crap. What in the world?
Does anybody know what would have done that? Like eaten the head and just left the rest?
But
Pete Six said shop cat.
Right? We need one. So here's that one that I said I wasn't going to show. This is actual Cerakote's color and Stormtrooper white. Cerakoted handles with the...
I've never seen another blade like that.
No.
Does anybody do that?
No.
That's pretty sweet.
So. What is that?
I think I might have to steal that blade. K15YWH. No, the whole Nightshade series is not going away. We still have the reverse Tonto
and the Warncliffe. And I think those are the only two that'll probably stay. Yeah, so this was a cool blade. Just that
Dennis Rodman cat, Discord inside joke. Guess
No idea.
They're talking about that over there.
No idea. Rodman.
Pretty Fly for a Knife guy said his cat used to do that.
Oh.
He would eat everything but the butt and tail of mice. An owl is prone to eating the head.
But how did he get in
So
there?
creepy.
Sorry, that's
How many emails do you guys get from us humans every day?
what,
100?
100 plus, and rolling up to like the drops and stuff, it can be 200 a day.
Yeah.
And listen, that's individual. Each one of us has a separate email. Plus we have T.Kell knives. Plus we have customer service at T.Kell
Stuart
knives.
says, check out Greg from Medford Knives going off on Chinese copies this past week. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, Greg's known for going off, and he really hates Chinese knives. So I'm not shocked. I think Greg really started kind of a revolution where he got really, I think, I may be wrong, but I think he did a run of knives somewhere overseas and got bit. Like it didn't work out well. And I think that was his final, like, screw this. And he just built that huge facility and do his own stuff. And I have not talked to Greg, but I have talked to other people that know him really well and other people in the industry that are doing a similar sort of thing. I've emailed a lot with Daniel Winkler and everybody, and Spartan, they get to the same point kind of that we are now, where you go, all right, do I want to be boutique? Fear of missing out. This is all we can make. It's too stressful to grow. Because if we were to do what they do and make these huge manufacturing facilities, we're not going to make any more money. We're just going to hire more people, pay for a bigger building, pay more insurance, more equipment, you know, in-house water jets, in-house everything else. I mean, I was talking with Winkler about if there were other people that are not super proficient at heat treating, like he and I know when you're doing salt bath, a bead of sweat drops in the salt bath, any foreign material, anything, and it will explode. It's molten salt. So one, you've got to have the whole room, you know, and I'm like, man, would I even be able to be peaceful if there were a second shift
Mike
in there?
works really well. I keep hearing your notifications.
Well, that's actually WhatsApp. Typically, I have those turned off. And also, like you said,
Second cup of Turkish. Just realized the cup changed.
I didn't start the second one, but I'll do it. I am not scared.
I'm loving mine. It's making me have energy.
Yeah, man. These Turkish, well, this is Israeli coffee. It's totally different.
How did the T.Kell knife sponsor giveaway go? It went well. We gave away, what, 13?
13 guys. If you didn't know about that, that has really inspired both of us to look at other avenues that as a company we can sponsor giving. Maybe some mission work, maybe helping people that need it. I don't know, not for sure, but that's some stuff we're praying through right now to see how that goes.
Can you show the Fury handle again?
Oh, how about, where's my knife? I lost it. I don't have a knife. Somebody buy me a knife, please. I'm in need.
I wish I knew how to scroll up and get the old comments, because I missed a whole bunch of people's.
You guys
asked something and I missed it. Can you ask it again?
can you see it? Everybody good on that?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I love the Fury.
I really like the purple and black too.
Do we have one? Yeah, we do. Javadi. I need to ask.
Skinners by October. Are the new combatants on the April 1 drop going to be more expensive?
No, I haven't done that yet. And the website, I was looking over the new website today.
It doesn't look as purple as it actually is.
Closer? Does it look purple
Yeah, that's
now?
better. That's
Okay.
better.
Givati, that's that Israeli unit. I think it's an infantry unit. Their colors are black and purple, so that explains that.
Hayden loves that grip. Hayden Rosen.
Of course he
Kindness
does.
You guys have is top tier from Matthew McCann. All the burl grips look fantastic. And Hunter wanted to see Apache.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how the color looks. Where did it go? I had it earlier.
It's out there on your bench. on your
Cool. It's easy to get to the bench without moving lights now. Did you tell daughter
Love the
that?
wood grain with black screws on my Piranha. Yeah, Tim put your Piranha together and he goes, I'm going to do him a favor and give him black screws because it needs it.
Yeah, sorry. Anybody else? It's not like I didn't want to do you a favor. Can you see that it's Apache now?
Yes. Now you can see how it really looks.
Yeah, yesterday we were running around trying to find the last bit of product lighting for this freaking Lumix. You guys have no idea Well, Hunter probably does. This stuff is crazy, crazy expensive. And when you get it wrong, it looks horrible if you don't know what you're doing. That's why I had our friend that's a videographer come in and do it, because actually I was dealing with construction in the back because we're having a driveway put in because we're adding onto the shop again, of course, so that we can make you circus animals more freaking blades. And he kept coming out there, like, hey, do this, and like, and I can tell you just about everything you need to know about metalwork, just about. How to make a knife and forge and kydex, and I can build a house and I can wire it and I can plumb it and I can do your foundation, I can do all that crap. But when you start asking me, what is that stupid magic device? A 4K.
The old camera didn't do it justice. Yeah, I'm so excited. Everybody's saying it's worth the money.
Oh, goodness. Thank goodness. We just got everything finally tested and set up this morning.
People want to know when they can buy the Apache. Do you have it? Will you have it for the Striker?
Yeah, I mean, we have the material, and we're doing it in order of release. So right now the Piranhas are supposed to be being done, and then we're going to make the EDC grips, which will be for Striker and all that stuff. So
can Tim finish explaining the issue that developed with the weld technique on the sheaths?
So I don't know if it was a material composition issue, because the machine that we had custom made, it was tuned by the manufacturer, and they make these welding machines for other industries, but we were kind of misusing it to melt plastic that's never really been done. So once they got the formula right and it worked, it was perfect. So it would get the plastic in full solution, and then you let it cure for 24 hours, and it's supposed to be just as strong as the standard plastic. So all of a sudden we started having a rash of the welds popping. So I reach out to them, they're testing it. They sent a rep down, couldn't figure out what the issue was. And the only thing we could figure, at first we thought it might just be a composition issue of that batch of kydex, because kydex is made in America. So typically the manufacturing guidelines are pretty strict and adhered to. Well, we kept having a problem. So we adjusted duration, we adjusted frequency, we adjusted voltage and temperature, and nothing would fix it. I even had a new horn built, and that is expensive as hell. And it just,
but it didn't do it on all the blades, just some of them.
It was the weirdest thing. We could never figure out what changed and caused those welds to start popping. And then you get people that are like, this looks weird and this is not what I expect. So the welds came about because I wanted a slimline sheath, but because I use
What's
pistol
your wallet
hardware,
that you use?
No, I use the yellow birch now. So
everybody's giving us good feedback on the camera and stuff.
Good. So I use the yellow birch for my main wallet. And this is actually, little known fact, Viperade ripped off the design of this pouch. So yellow birch is still made in the USA. So that's my primary wallet. I keep my cash and other stuff stashed in here.
Stash cash.
And then I keep a lighter. No, I'm not a smoker. I keep fire starting stuff in there. And then my little titanium pin. And then this is made by a friend of mine that actually made that steak turner. I guess I could say his name, Buck. I don't know if he's doing this anymore.
Buck made that?
Yeah.
I didn't know he
So
made
Buck
one.
branched out into leather work, and this is, I think it's kangaroo leather.
Are the black latching screws available for sale to swap out on the 4 blades I already have from Ronald McMillan?
Yeah, faux show. We got them.
So how's the Tonto Piranha coming along? Somebody asked about the Adversary.
Adversary, I hope to be touching off tools to the Adversary steel next week. Really, really, really want to get it into production so that we can actually release it, but I don't.
Yes, Hofpair, he loves that card. He's going to show it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Faux show. I was
super impressed with
super geeked out about that. I think it has to be authentic from the time period. And it's signed, and then it's got all the stats
Are you
on
going
it.
to show it? You might as well show it.
Right now, I guess.
Will the Snapper only be available in AEBL and not 80 CRV2?
No, it will be both and all the handle colors. Same for the Accomplice. So I guess Tim doesn't care if we talk about who did this. George Kell is actually.
And you look like him.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's only.
There's a little glare on it.
2 generations.
There you go.
Removed, but Hoffbauer, Stinky Stripe King, sent me this. So this is when he was with Chicago White Sox. So his stats. So let's read his stats. And look, I had the opportunity to go to college on a baseball scholarship, but I jacked up my shoulder. I was a catcher. I jacked up my shoulder and then got an interest in the Marine Corps. The shoulder healed enough to the point where I could have probably tried it again, but I changed my mind.
And you didn't like all those preppy boys.
Yeah, man. Anyway, yeah. With a bunch of D-bags on our. So I played rec, and they were kind of pissed that I was getting interest from scouts.
T.Kell Motors car dealerships are here in Arkansas. Oh, did he invest in car dealerships, or is that a different George Kell?
I have no idea. That's really cool.
Will you be offering Nitro V on more knives? Yes.
I don't know. Whatever
you love, Nitro V.
Well, Nitro V and AEBL, the same flavor, same smell, different odor. You know what I mean? AEBL and Nitro V are identical composition-wise and hardness and durability. The only difference is, I feel like I say this every Sunday, that they use nitrogen to evacuate the oxygen in the furnace. So let's read some of George's stats. George hit 300, batted 309 of 12 seasons. So 46, he was 322, 47, 320, 48, 304, 49, 343. He was getting better. 1950, 340, 51, 319, 52, 311, 53, 307, and 55, 312. If you guys don't know, 300 batting average is the shit. 49, he led the American League in batting.
He does sound cooler.
In 50 was a top in hits and doubles. The best fielding third sacker. Is that what they called shortstop in the 50s? I don't know. In 45, 46, 50, 51, 53, and 51. So he had the best fielding averages. And then it's, typical 1950. Gee, wish we could do that. But basically, a badass in his own right. And signed. So thank you, man. That means a lot to me. So let's put him. I guess we got to put it down here. Uh-oh, it's not tall enough. I'll have to reorganize this area. Sorry, I'm not covering up somebody else's stuff. And then he sent his crawfish seasoning without crawfish, which was kind of stupid.
Yeah, where's our crawfish?
Yeah, I don't even know if we can get that here. But Semper Fied crawfish, and there's some Marine Corps logos on it. I have no doubt.
I bet it's going to be good.
Yeah, that it's incredible. So I'm very excited. And look, I didn't know this because I'm dumb, but I didn't know you season it post-boil in a cold cooler. I didn't know that. I guess because I'm not Cajun. Had no effing clue.
What stills can we pick for the V3? Also, is the last batch shipping?
The last batch is at nickel boron. So
and somebody also asked about the Raider earlier.
We haven't started them yet, but we do have the steel. So here's what we did. I started with all the ring knives so you guys can kind of tell. That's why you had Stalkers and CQCs and CGs and Hawks and Night Guards, all the ring stuff, V3s, because they all are super simple to swap over and on the same fixture. Then I decided to move into the EDC series, which puts you into Raiders, Strikers, Warthogs.
He says
Taylor's
only
Ridge.
with his seasoning. Don't try it with others.
Well, is there any other really? I mean, honestly, this is the only one you guys should ever use. Did I talk enough about it?
Is the adversary going to be dropping April 1?
I hope. I don't want to do it until I know for sure it's going to turn out the way I want it to. So I'm hoping to have good news this week, which means, well, I mean, we're 7 days away.
Any preference on 0.45 SOCOM versus 0.45 Bushmaster?
I've not shot those. So I don't have a preference.
Oh, and somebody did ask about an update on your Rumble gun content.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that. We were trying to get the camera set up.
He set up the whole room.
Now the room is set up, and I feel like I'm screaming because now that there's soundproofing all around, and I've got these little angular weird things that bounce the sound and keep it from. Anyway, that's all done as of this week. So We do need to make some videos about the drop too. So
And Carl, I saw your comment about the screws. We're not automatically shipping the black screws, but if you want them, we'll send them to you.
yeah, you'll have to reach out because only you guys that are our closest.
Agent 001.
I feel very confident that that will be releasing. I mean, it is the closest.
Have you shown the last iteration?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The last resin model?
I sent Bob DeMarco his.
Ryan, your birthday's on Easter? That's so cool.
Jesus? Is that you?
He asked if we're going to do a live next week on Easter.
Here's the thing, guys.
Depends on if y'all want the lives. If
Yeah,
y'all
because this is our house. You know what I mean?
stuff, yeah, just if y'all want it, we'll do it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal to us unless something happens. Are mom and dad on today? I haven't heard anything.
Mom was on earlier.
Hello.
Is Umberto on? I hate to talk about his kitchen knife design.
Yeah, we'll wait and to see if he's on.
Oh, Stephen Clayton said Bob showed it on his live. Isn't it awesome?
Look, I told him you're gonna freaking love it, and then I sent it to him. Sorry, when I hear noises, rumble.
Hey, grab that hat. I'm gonna give one of those away.
This?
Yeah, and then we could show the new embroidery. Do y'all want a hat? Does anybody want a hat?
Go ahead.
These are embroidered here in Ringgold.
Right here, 5 miles away from our home. I want to make some black ones with the red lettering after doing the stuff for your whatevers.
Yeah, if there's a bunch of y'all, if y'all are busy on Sunday, we'll just...
Yeah, so it's up
Bob
to you.
is the knife junkie.
Bob DeMarco, yeah, he's the knife junkie. The Knife Junkie podcast.
They're doing that as a collaboration blade. He drew it for him and they collaborated. And
so it started, I didn't do a lot to the blade. Bob is very highly trained.
Is that hat made for big heads? Well, it fits me. I have a big head.
Look at this. If your head is bigger than 4 inches bigger than mine,
from Jason Mulkey.
Should be good.
What about the full-size Tonto? Those are...
The ops?
The ops.
Actually, Jeremy and I were talking about that this week. I had said the schedule was going to reset in October.
Sorry, Char. How do you know what the word is? He's already doing hashtag hat.
Nope, now you got to change it.
I got to change the word now.
Are they spying on you? Are you showing it on the screen?
It's just too predictable.
Yeah, you just make it simple. You can still do it. It doesn't matter that he entered early.
Here, let me just...
Or her, whomever, whatever you is.
The word is hat. Hashtag hat.
Good job. I think we shall... I want to try to start...
Do we have mesh hats?
You mean like this?
Here, let me move this out of the way so we can show that. Show it again.
This one?
Ooh, I like that ponytail.
Just so y'all know, I try to cut this ponytail off my head every day. And she's like, I like it. And I'm like, okay, cool. You like it? It stays. I was trying to shave my freaking beard down too this morning, and she picked a fight with me so that I wouldn't do it. Totally not true. I was being an asshole this morning. I was like, for real. I don't know.
Do the striker and combatant carry differently? Significantly?
Not significantly. The blade is a little longer than the striker, but handle length. Oh man, this is back when I didn't vacuum. So, no, not really. I mean, look at the blade length difference.
It is a rat tail, Jason. It's a total rat tail.
Look, dude, when I pull this thing up, like on top, my hair is down to my shoulders. So I have a mohawk that is shoulder length. Weirdo.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to show the Taylor's Ridge earlier too.
Oh yeah, but
and show the old Warthog so people can see what
it's not the representation of the newer stuff.
Well, I know, but it's
I mean,
my mom said my son is not an asshole.
He can be.
He wasn't an asshole. He just was a little cantankerous this morning.
I've been that way for 4 days. I guess I needed Turkish coffee. Or actually, we prayed together, and that was awesome. I love doing that. Like, it really brings us together. So if you guys don't do that, you probably should. What else am I grabbing?
Warthog and Taylor's Ridge.
Warthog. Oh, well, these will both be black blades. And don't ask if we can do them. The answer is no. It's Taylor's and Warthog. So the new Taylor's has, where's my radar? There it is. The new Taylor's will have this swedge on it. So use your imagination. This is a hand ground one. So before I had the grind is higher on it, and then it has a new swedge. So basically the same blade, just a deeper belly, because it's good for skinning. And Taylor's Ridge is outside of our door. Ta-da!
I love that Warthog.
I'm really glad you guys voted to bring this back, because I never understood why it wasn't popular. I mean, it's a trailing point blade, which is going to make that thing a vicious cutter.
Show it like by itself again so people can see it. Yeah.
So
how cool is that blade?
it's a thin tip, which means it's very slicey. And if you're caping out game or doing any work, that trailing point is super good for that too. But this thing's a freaking cutter. That thing is nasty.
Y'all don't forget to enter in the giveaway. I don't have the word pulled up, but it's hashtag hat.
Hashtag hat.
H-A-T.
Hashtag don't be dumb. Can we say that? I said it. It's real true.
Ryan's getting a compliance edge. Which one?
Oh, really? I don't even have one, you cheater. Look what I'm finna do.
He's got some good looking designs. I know, I've actually drank all my coffee today.
I know, we should share the last of it. Did you tell daughter?
I love that black blade with the black handles.
Yeah, me too, but we can't do it.
I'm still drinking it.
I was going to give you more.
Oh, no, I had enough.
Oh, all right.
Can you compare the Nighthawk versus Ops Hawk?
Mm-mm. I cannot. Man, that is good coffee. Even cold.
I guess we're going to have to talk about the kitchen knife designs without Umberto.
Right?
Because he's not on yet.
So, same blade, but vastly longer.
You can't see the whole length. You might have to turn them
How about now?
horizontally.
Oh, how about now?
Lower a little.
How about now?
Yeah.
So they're considerably longer. So tip to butt. I mean, it's a lot bigger of a blade. And my nose is itching. In case you were curious. So it's the same blade. We just stretched it. So it's taller. It's just a longer version. And you can see the width here in both of the front finger wells is the same. And then you've got the same widths through the back on the Night Stalker, but then there's a little bit of a bump that's on the Bushman that pushes that blade up into the meat of your hand to give you more control and more grip. So that's there. It's really slight, and I wanted to be able to draw that better without putting a hook on it. But the new Agent series has a hook. This blade is so good.
Char 8 says, I love my Nighthawk. I carry it every day.
I've been carrying one this week. This one, actually. This same exact one. Man, my nose is itching like crazy.
This is so weird. Okay, I'm doing this differently. I guess y'all can see that.
Oh, Jeremy's like, I should have you some preview pics in a minute of the new higher grind, which means
Oh, you can show it.
he's making them. And he did tell me that might be a possibility. So thanks.
Did they not let you take a knife in there, Hunter?
I could show a picture of. Now here's the thing, since we know Jeremy's on. I fell in love with it. Where's my thing?
I'm me. You want a hat?
I am me. M-E.
Send us an email and we'll get you squared away.
So here's this one.
Trust Monkey said his Night Stalker was better than he expected.
Well, that's awesome. I'm really glad that you hated us before you found your blade.
Tim, what's NIB Recon from Delaney?
It's the nickel boron. Recon Distress. So
Well,
this
he may not know what that is.
this is the second generation. So it's nickel boron, but then it's scuffed linearly, so that way. And the Recon Distressed is with this. This is a good representation. So you see how that's stone washed looking as opposed to that. So there's the two differences in the finish.
So that's tumbled, right?
Yeah, so this is tumbled and this one This breaks up the sheen a lot more.
Is that micarta on there?
Yeah. That's an old one before we quit doing the non-textured grips. So,
Thanks, Walter.
if you look, tell me when this is in the right spot.
Look, higher. Can y'all see that, or is it too reflecty?
I can angle it if I need to. Is it better now? So see this grind?
Raise it up.
It's twice as high as the original. So it's in this area. And I thought I wanted it higher. Well, I don't know yet. I want to test them both. But
what's the point in doing that? It's going to make it slicier? Or
right.
what?
It'll slice much better, but it'll still have a super, super strong tip.
You can offer both?
I don't know. That remains to be seen. So this whole idea came from C-Dub. She was like, we're driving down the road, and she's like, a lot of people don't understand that steep cut, and they ask, and then they get it, and they're like, oh, interesting. And we constantly have to explain why we're doing it that way. She said, why don't we just make it a traditional Warncliffe? And I was like, hey. So I literally called Jeremy while we're driving down the road. Hey, you think you can, since we're about to start running those, see what we can do.
Umberto's on, by the way, if you want to do the kitchen knives in them.
Cool. So let's finish talking about the night guard. So then,
Jeremy said the test version just now finished. It's a work in progress, and we'll need some tweaks yet, but we'll give you an idea.
Okay, cool. So hopefully it'll actually come through. If not, email it, and I'll get it that way. Because iPhone just got the crap suit out of them.
Tactical Tech, no, we won't have those. We couldn't get them comfortable.
What?
The Century grips for the combatant.
Yeah, it just spread your fingers out too much.
Thanks, Kenneth. I didn't even know I said that. I didn't realize that was my idea.
What?
I think Tim just likes to give me credit.
No, it's true. You really did. I'm trying to see if I had this.
Well, because there's been a few emails that when people get the night guard and they go, I love the knife, but it's not even sharp. It won't cut paper. And then we have to explain the grind. And
watch this video.
That way.
Okay. So here's the thing with the combatant centuries. These were them 3D printed as a test. See how it spreads your finger out? It's just not comfortable. And to make it comfortable, you have to choke up on it. And then every one of these bumps hits you in a weird spot. So it just didn't work. And because the steel is so close back here, I couldn't push the ring up in there enough to make it close that gap. So it's
already so contoured that if you move that around,
it was not comfortable. So
Knife Podcast is the Knife Junkie.
Yeah, that's Bob DeMarco, the Knife Junkie.
Tim was on there too.
Yeah, I was on there.
His old podcast.
Is that how we met him? Yeah, he reached out. Want to get you on, and they said basically I guess people were asking about us, and we were kind of up and coming, and he interviews all the greats and all the not greats in my case. So he interviews a lot of people.
You know what we're going to have at Blade Show in Atlanta?
Nope. Maybe us and t-shirts. I don't know.
How are the night guards coming along? They're in process.
Yeah, we're working on, I think we have 100 done, and we're pushing for 300. I think that's the numbers.
So the blades that are pushing more towards that 6-month line are what? Raiders,
Strikers, Warthogs, Taylor's Ridge.
So those are going to come at the latter end of the projected date for people that ordered those. We've already done a lot of the Night Stalkers, and the way these are about to start shipping.
Right. So we got the AEBLs, CGs, and Hawks. We've actually shipped about 50 of the AEBL Hawks. We're sending them in batches of 100 because it makes the most sense for Jeremy and for me and for Nickel Barn and for all the people involved to do a minimum of 100. Otherwise, the prices and it's a waste of not a waste of our time. It's just much more efficient to hit that floor of 100. So once we get to them, we're just doing them, ripping them out, and we just keep rolling. After the number 100, one of my guys will go pick them up from Jeremy and come here, and then we do all the other crap and whatever. So, because of the way we do them, it makes a lot more sense to do them together.
It's first weekend in June, isn't it?
I think it's the 7th, June 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8, something like that.
Love the Star of David and American flag from Festus Hagen.
Thanks, brother. That's important to me and to Emery as well to do that. So he actually wants it to be the flag and the flag. And I quote, Emery says, it's a little too Jewy. And he's a Jew. So he's allowed to tell me that.
The CGs are, we're getting ready to ship those.
Oh, yeah. It's
starting
because
probably next
literally
week.
right out there is 100 and something CG sheets. So I can show them to you before we buff them if you want to see one.
What about the special?
Did you tell
Corona
daughter about
drop?
this Turkish coffee? Because
Yeah, I
if
told her.
not, it's going to get stolen.
I told her.
So,
Yeah, then you should come for your birthday.
so this is the first step after they're molded and then riveted together. And then we have to go back and grind them and then buff everything. So this is for the CGs. So those got done yesterday.
Marquise wants an FLN update. We talked about it earlier, but we could.
You were late, so you don't get to know.
He's kidding. We've shipped most of the ringless ones. There's a few left, and we're working through. Then the black ringed ones will be next.
That's
and then
cool,
the
man. Now that
Nickel-Borons
Apple got
rings
food, I can actually get pictures from people with Androids.
will be after that. It's taken us a while to get through the batch. There was some that we had to redo. We had to restart some.
Okay, so I had started to like that other one that we did, the picture I just showed. And this is another version, so you guys can vote on it. So this is more traditional. Tell me if the positioning's right on this.
There's just a glare on it.
How about now? Better?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. But it's still hard to see what the detail is.
So it's,
Just keep moving it until it doesn't have a glare.
I can't tell when it does. You're going to have to tell me.
Rotate it backwards a little bit. More. I'm just seeing if going all the way back would be better.
No?
I guess you can see it. Yeah, you can see it.
So it's
hard to see what you're trying to
it's
show.
more of a traditional.
Do you have any black micarta down here to show? Because somebody said it looks white online and want to see what it really looks like. It is lighter.
I mean, it looks gray online.
I don't see that you have any over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's black. So if you can use your imagination.
Well, hold your hand behind it to give it some shade and angle down, people said.
Well,
Tim, $20 to get more coffee. Woohoo!
I know,
Thanks,
right?
Roz.
let's buy some more. So basically, this is more of a traditional Warncliffe, right? And then
Which one do y'all like better? Adam, I love the black screws on my black FLN with gray scales. Thank you so much for the awesome customer service. You're welcome. Yeah, I saw that. That blade did look good.
what in the world do I not? Guess I should download these. That helps.
April 3rd is my birthday. Any chance my CG will ship by then? Very, very likely.
Is it AEBL?
Is that what we're shipping first?
Mm-hmm.
Is it ABL, Sam?
So there's that. It's a higher grind version of the current one, right? So it still has the 2 reverse edges. So it'll be much more slicey than the original. And then it'd be nice if I could do these side by each. And then that. Without the reverse 2 edges.
Can you put your hand behind it?
I mean, I don't know if that's going to do anything because the light is in front of it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess.
You can see it better now.
Weird. Okay. So, we're going to have them in steel to look at and to play with. I sharpened one of them. These are obviously not heat treated. So, I sharpened one to see how quickly it would sharpen. And that thing...
I like the edges on the reverse better from Friend of Cosmic.
Here's what...
Tilt forward on the camera next time, they said.
No. So here's the thing. I was like, oh, there was a misunderstanding of what I was trying to redesign with this. Let's do this. And Jeremy goes, yeah, I can do that. No problem. And then I took it to the shop and sharpened the thing and went, oh. And I looked at Suzanne. She goes, oh, you're liking it now, aren't you? And I was like, yeah, but I probably shouldn't tell Jeremy because he's working on the other one. But, I mean...
Camera's so good, you can count the gray hair in his beard. Yep. He's getting pretty gray.
Mm-hmm.
Did we lose Hunter? Did he fall asleep?
Why was he
said
sick?
He didn't say why he was sick. He just said he was sick, and he took some NyQuil, so maybe he passed out.
Yeah, see, we're trying to, for us from a manufacturing standpoint, it makes a lot more sense for us to not have to reinvent the whole sheath. So the first picture you saw, and then he's working on another one, I guess another of the same, that will still fit in the existing sheath. That's always easier for us. And if you'll notice across all of our stuff, once we find a good grip, I'll make a bunch of blades on that one grip. That's why you see so many on the Night stuff. Like the Raider grip has got 6. At one time, there were 7 or 8 different grips on that. Now we only sell like 4 or 5. So
the design without the reverse is the way to go from Tom C.
Yeah, see, that's what I figured it'd be about 50-50 split, because the original design is very unique to us, and it makes for a tougher blade. And what you get, the fail point of a Wharncliffe is that when it's like this is a very, very brittle tip, right? So this will break from use. But if you listen to some of like Marshall Blade Concepts guys like Janich, they say things like, if you break the tip, it's a defensive blade, forget about it. But what we had done with the original, that triangle and those medial ridges, well, they're not medial, but those hard ridges make for a stronger tip because that pulls it down into.
Bubba07 says reverse or double edges is a good thing. I was in an armed encounter years ago, and being able to cut in both directions is basically what saved me. And then Frena Cosmic said, nah, I like traditional Wharncliffe, but the other is more T.Kell style. I love it.
Well, we're making Wharncliffes now. So there's such a popular...
The original from Rex 1111 Adams.
Yeah, we do need to raise the grind some, because that's real steep primary bevel, confuses a lot of people. They can't sharpen it at home. It doesn't cut and do anything other than defensive type of stuff. So I want to move it from a 30 degree inclusive to a 40 degree inclusive so that we can do 20 degrees on it. So it'll cut much better, but still be stout. Hasta mañana. I don't know what I just said. Something. Some stuff. Some
Okay, so let's show the kitchen knife.
Okay, so here we are with it. It's already had some changes, but
inspired from Umberto and his drunk friend.
They're probably collectively drunk. So here's what we got. I know it's crazy. We lengthened the handle a little bit so that we can put the Night Stalker grips on it, and we're doing away with this choil. So what, actually, a lot of this was John's idea. So you have the flat.
And who is John?
John is our engineer and friend, and he makes all the resin prints for us, and he helps me with getting stuff out of my head off paper into a 3-dimensional drawing. And
that is a wicked looking kitchen knife. I know.
It's crazy. So this hole here is really cool because it's designed for the pinch grip. So you've got this full curve through here like a scimitar would. So if you push chop, but then your flat portion is up here. So you can, julienne and chop here.
People are loving it, honey.
Good. So you can julienne and chop here. And then this is another freaking cool feature. So you can grab it here, like when you take the stone fruit out of a avocado, put it in there and rotate it. So you've got blade control over that thing. And this is 125 thick. This is going to be a nightmare to make. I don't know how the hell we're going to do it.
Why is it going to be a nightmare to make?
Well, you have all the, I don't know, because it's full thickness out to here. So we may be able to clamp it down. And then the bevel is really low.
I think I would carry that like an actual knife.
Look, so it's going to be a 6, an 8, and a 10 blade. So a utility pairing size, an 8-inch chef knife, and a 10-inch. So this is the middle size. So the other one is like, it's huge.
Do you have all 3?
No, not yet. The resin printer doesn't have enough room to print the full 10-inch. So if you imagine a 10-inch blade and a 6-inch handle.
But you have a picture, don't you, of all 3 sizes?
Yeah, somewhere.
I saw that somewhere. So I'm actually surprised. I didn't know what people were going to think because it's like totally different, but people are really loving it.
So it's going to be able to have the freaking Night Stalker grips, and these were sticking out to here.
Yeah, everybody's saying you want orange grips. You could order the high-vis grips with it. That's the coolest thing. Are you going to make a sheath?
I think we'll probably just do like a sleeve, right? Unless people are going to carry this thing in the woods, but it's 125 thick. But see, it has a short primary bevel, which is going to make this blade like this. So that when you're cutting tomatoes, cucumbers, things like that and onions that stick to a blade, it'll push it away. And we're doing the research on the appropriate primary bevel angle, which is this one.
$10. Hey, Tim, do you know when the Apache grips will be available on the website? Also wanted to say thank you for all your hard work for us customers and all of the fun live stream Sundays from Mr. Matt.
Thank you, Mr. Matt. And thanks for the tip.
Don't break your resin print.
John will be so mad. We already made changes. And I think I was talking to John. One of the first things we want to do in the studio is I might have him in studio and show the process where it goes through, because everything up to this point is where we get, and then we send it to Jeremy, and then he's like, I can't do that shit. Quit designing stuff that's non-manufacturable. So even though the resin prints look cool, they may not. And actually, some of this changed. I forget what it was that he said. Engineering, radius, curves, this that work for machining. I don't know. So he and I are trying to get better at making stuff that's manufacturable, which is a totally different thing. When you're hand grinding stuff, which is how I got my start, you just tweak it a little here, a little there. You do all these weird things, but then you got to have clamps on a machine to hold stuff in the right place so that they don't warp and do weird shit.
It would be cool to show the original drawing.
Let me find
Humberto's drawing, and then
it's in here, I think. Well, John probably has it. I think I have.
Do you have a rough idea on what the price will be?
Maybe. This whole thing with T.Kell has been like this teaching process where when we bring other technologies into the company,
it does look like a John Wick kitchen knife.
That's what we want to do. We want it to still look like a T.Kell.
I've never seen anything like that out there. If there's something like that out there, y'all can tell us about it. But I've never seen anything like that.
I'd have to look up. I don't know what I did with this stupid. Oh, John has the original drawing. That's why I don't have it.
You could just show it from your phone again, like last time.
You want to find it and send it to me?
Yeah.
Since you're awesome. Since you are the camera queen. You like camera wife or camera queen?
I like camera wife from you and camera queen from the viewers.
Man, what a politician.
The hole in the middle is genius.
That's what I said. I said, that is freaking brilliant. I mean, and then we're going to push it forward a little more so that you can get that flat portion. I really think that being that it's got this short bevel and it's 125 thick.
Brenna Cosmic said there's some wild designs out there, but they're not functional. So we better make ours functional.
Well, that's the whole purpose. We don't want to do anything just because it looks like it'll murder. So what do you guys think about the handle? Does it look crazy, or is it? I mean, it's a Night Stalker grip.
I should take my Night Stalker grip and go up there and see if it's comfortable to like chop and stuff with.
That the new one John's working on literally today.
Hey, they're all saying all hell, camera queen.
Oh man, gosh, let's put her on this thing.
Queen Kell.
CQK, CQB. I like what Jan Steinway called you, CCW, because you're behind the camera, concealed camera wife. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I think you should show the picture with all three because it looks neat to see.
What did I do with it? Oh, it's at the office, just like everything else. I don't have it. Or don't have it. I gotta say about the whole night guard thing. I lean towards the night guard with the higher grind and the three edges because it's like stout as hell, but it's not a Warncliffe, and I really need to embrace Warren
Jason
Cliffs.
Mulkey says, I gotta say, she needs to be in front of the camera now. You couldn't do half the shit without her.
Oh, I know.
Thanks, Jason. I think I would be too awkward out there.
That's what
Tim's
she
like
says.
really comfortable. I'm a little shy. He's really comfortable in front of the camera.
So this is a wicked looking thing that Umberto did. See if we can. Will you rotate, please? Goodness gracious.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll try to do it. Got to get over my
She's
shyness.
not going to do it.
Honey, you're just like blocking the whole view.
I'm about to move. I wish it would rotate. Stupid thing. Can't really see. Why is it doing that?
Chad DeRozier, CW is the brains and beauty behind the machine. Thank you. Crewman78, a shy belly dancer. See, that's the thing. I can perform. I could like sing and dance, but when I have to talk in front of the camera,
screw
I
it.
get all
You guys
awkward.
can't see it. Let's just do it.
You can't
vertically.
see me back here, so.
Yeah, and I couldn't go belly dance in front of people. Not because I'm gross with my belly
Well,
out.
because I'm an introvert, so like I can do something if it's rehearsed, but when I have to be spontaneous, it's like
So that's the
I don't know,
original
I'm just weird.
there. And then, so it has some of the flavors, but then we added this little hole.
Tilt forward with your phone.
No.
Hey, it fixed it. It did. Now you can see it.
Oh, shit. Circus animals.
Yeah, it's similar looking.
Similar. So, you know, not quite, but kind of.
Jason Mulkey says I'm smarter than you. I don't know. Tim's pretty dang smart.
Look, I'm pretty sure he's hitting on you. And I think he's local enough to come to Blade Show. So we'll practice some of our knife moves when we. Cobb County's not that far, brother. Where's
Bubba07, Camera Queen is more like the producer of the show. It would suck without the producer telling the screen personality.
That's what I said. You know, like
Y'all are just being too nice to me.
well, I say that every day. I'm like, this is nothing, and it kind of has this feel of like documentary style, where the producer person asks the questions and keeps it going. Because if I was just standing here, I'd be like, and I couldn't read the thing I'm just too spastic.
Alec Goldie, CQ, your spontaneity from behind the camera is pretty great. Yeah, I can do it when I'm back here hiding.
Yeah. I mean, that's us together. Like it just even as a marriage and how we approach all kind of other stuff, that's kind of how we do it. So it just works well. It's natural.
Okay, so do y'all want me to give away a ADCR V2 Piranha with the existing sheath or the FLN double-edged? Show that purple one again, but it'll be double-edged.
Oh.
It takes two to T.Kell. That's right.
Is that
So
the
we
right
have one
spot
like
for you?
this, but we accidentally sharpened the back edge on somebody, so we have a double-edged one.
Oops.
FLN, Piranha. Okay, you can take it away.
Okay, cool.
Mom said that's what I tell her, Alec. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, we're a good team. I don't think we could. I don't think.
Yeah, it
either
would be
one of us
super
could do
weird
it
if we
without each other.
switched it up. But I always welcome it. But I know that.
Okay, I'll just give away both because y'all are both saying both. So we'll start with the Piranha. It's a good little small fixed blade.
Right.
Tim, would you ever make a fillet knife for cleaning fish? Do you have that still?
No, I sold all of them.
You don't even have one for an example?
I
Oh,
sold
that
every one of them.
Yeah, he made those before.
My fillet knives were awesome. We had there's a bunch of them floating around out there, just as one-off handmade ones. Man, I wonder where my sketches of those
Pete
are.
Sake said give away a gun.
Yeah. No.
I feel like Frogman Tactical doing that and stuff. Like, I don't know how you could get away with giving away guns and not get in trouble.
Yeah. And I don't get donations to be able to do that. I mean, I guess we could take up a collection or...
But you love all your guns.
Yeah, but if we got one
Give
donated for that purpose, then it'd be no problem. You know what I mean?
Could you make the kitchen in EDC version? It looks so good.
Well, the utility pairing size being a 6-inch blade maybe because if you
Do you have any of those old paring knives we used to make?
No.
Man, we used to sell these paring knives at the market and they were $30. Like I just can't even believe they're so cheap when I think about that now.
Man, I killed
Were we even
myself
making any money?
No, we were basically just spreading the words because I was on railroad, I was furloughed. So I was still getting, it was like a hobby and I just was selling my artwork at that point. But no, I mean, I was just paying for material, not my time because it was a hobby. And then when we had to make the decision to try to compensate me for time.
Hey, is Miss Told still on here?
We had to.
You should go grab some of that acrylic. It just made me think about all those acrylic.
I need to get the rest of it out of the old shop too. Also,
all those paring knives we made with those acrylic handles.
I have one that's got a broken.
Hunter's Malvado was $60. Yeah, it was so cheap. All our stuff was so cheap back then.
These are two examples of the acrylic high polish handles I used to make, and I'm gonna be sending both of these to Miss Told so that he can try to make them for people.
It sucks we don't have any of those paring knives anymore.
Well, I sold them all. That's what got us on
we
TV.
We need to keep at least one version of all your original stuff.
But we at that time we had to sell everything, or somebody would ask for it and I'd try to keep it and she would elbow and be like, he'll sell it, and then they're gone
sheath
forever.
For kitchen use, optional belt sheath for camping and grilling.
Yeah, it'd have to be something similar to our mercenary or FMF sheath with the lock so that you could do both.
Lady Picture Show says loving that dagger.
Yeah.
Can you show battleship scales? I carried Battleship for a long time. I like those too.
Battleship came about from
Do you have any
Pike.
down here?
We were out of them for a while, so we raided the stash that we had.
We'll have to show it next time.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like a dark gray.
Yeah, they're dark, black and a dark gray. I don't have any up here.
No, I don't think that was us, Cheryl. That was only a few years ago.
What?
That he said his dad bought some.
Maybe.
I knew it, Hunter. He said, if I'm being honest, I nodded off and dropped my phone on my face.
Ouch.
Can you show Gray Man?
Yeah, those are those colors from Battleship.
Carbon fiber also. And what will be the pricing on the Agent?
I don't know yet. We got to get further into it to know. So I don't know for sure.
Carbon fiber on bottom, Gray Man on top.
Yep. And the carbon fiber we didn't make. Well, we made them for the debut of the Ops Hawk this time last year, but that material delaminated so bad that we lost our ass on that. We didn't even break even on that material, and trust me, that crap is expensive.
Now I'll turn them vertically so you can maybe see the color better.
So it looks cool, but the manufacturer didn't do a great job.
Are you still doing Gray Man with green? Do we have Gray Man with green? I mean, multicam?
We never made Gray Man with green, but I said I should add it because that would make it multicam black.
Would love to see the Defender series come back from Alec Goldie.
We do get a lot of requests for that. But then I wanted it to be sharp always. And so we decided to put this edge on it and never released them. We just got swamped and these didn't sell. So there was kind of a fool's errand.
A couple people bought them and sharpened them themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we did sharpen them for them.
We did one.
So this is for the Piranha hashtag EDC because it's a great little small fixed blade EDC. And it's ADC RV2. It's slightly blemished. And it's got the old sheath. We got to get rid of these old sheaths. So
yeah, if you guys want them.
Yeah, if you want it.
We can ship here. So this will be coming too on the drop, the Accomplice. So
lots of people are excited.
We only made a handful of these the first time to see how they were going to go, and we were super freaking busy.
People loved them.
So we're going to, yeah. This is a great blade. It's just different. It's different, but it's still ours. Yeah.
So I know that Hunter organized the Discord. I've jumped on it a few times. Tim's jumped on it a few times. It looks like y'all are growing over there. We're doing giveaways over there. So if y'all want to join, go check it out. If Hunter is still on, he can link it. He may have fallen back to sleep. Scott Anderson, I love my Piranha EDC. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a great little blade just for small stuff, you know. It's a good one.
Are we dropping any Raiders on this drop?
Well, we only sold 150 and we're making way more mini of that. So
Oh,
I think
we
so.
haven't even told them. Like, I don't know if everybody remembers, but this is like, what, a week away, the drop? So if you want a 2-day jump start, you can join Patreon. If you join the lowest tier,
yeah, we'll explain it again.
It's 10% off, so you really aren't.
Let's do the math. If you want the early access, 10% off of a $200 blade is $20, right? Your down payment is $3. So they charge you $3 a month. So technically, you would be earning like $17 because you would immediately get that off. And if you want to, if you don't want to stay on Patreon, you could cancel your membership.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. This person has asked several times about jimping, on what knives are going to have jimping.
Just the combatant. It's the only thing we're adding.
Mr. Ed, I'm sorry about that. I know you asked that a minute ago.
The combatant right now is the only thing we're adding jimping to. And it's going to be a la mercenary.
Can you make the combatant with a double edge? How long is the blade on the accomplice?
I think
Handle options for the accomplice.
I think so. All of the handles are going to be available for the accomplice. I do not recommend double edge on the combatant because that's a thick steel. And if you remove all of this material, you're going to lose what makes a combatant a piercy blade. So then you're going to lower the tip one further into here, and it's going to be brittle. It's not designed for that. If we wanted to make it double edge, we would really have to change the geometry all around because that's thick. So if you take out all that metal, you're really going to make that
And
tip
Chad
down.
wants to know if you have an idea of what the agent is going to cost.
Nope, still don't have a clue yet. I mean, I really don't know. I don't even know if it's going to work, if it's going to happen. I think, but I'm not sure.
Can Tim quickly tell us about the FMF?
I can't quickly do anything.
Did you answer about accomplice grips if there's other colors
all of
coming?
them. We're going to release them with all the colors. There was another question in there. Oh, so I want to know the blade length of that. Let me grab my calipers.
Any plans for different color sheaths, like tan or OD from Hunter?
I mean, no, because when you do that, I don't know how many people are going to order, and then I got to pre-make them, and then I've already spent all the money on the material, and we are still cash-based. So if I sit around and have all that material. All right, so
Will carbon be available for any of the style?
3.91 on the accomplice sharpened edge. Actually, that's not right.
You wearing your soft loops today?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Usually am, but I was wearing the Hawk and it doesn't have them on there yet. So 3 3/4.
Can you show the adversary?
No, because I gave it to the photographer. Oh no, that's not even made yet. I don't even have one. No, so that's just in sketch form.
Custom hydro dip the sheath.
Yeah, we could do that if we had a whole lot more employees. So that the blade on the accomplice, it is 3 3/4 long and 1.32, so 1.25 ish high. Any more?
Outlaw JJ Smith. Can I get a sheath made for a Winkler?
Not by me.
You don't really do custom sheaths.
No, I don't. And
we don't have time. Like when you do
And-
those handmade sheaths, it's like all day long.
if you guys have seen some of the old lives, the way I used to make my sheaths is I would take an actual blade.
Oh, is the mic messing up, y'all? Camera Kitty might be rubbing up on the mic. Does everything sound okay?
I mean, I can see it on the thing.
Any pecals dropping, or was that a one-time thing? They'll come back. What are they on the
July?
August?
They'll be the July. They'll be the July drop. Yeah, I mean,
No idea if possible, but sharpened clip point would kill on the accomplice from Umberto.
yeah, that'd be a tough one because that is
Sounds fine. Okay.
It's a really complex. See how that it's not. So it's wider and then actually it's got a flare. So you're wide here, and then it goes in, and then it gets larger to reinforce that tip to make it piercy so that it'll still. So if you were to sharpen it, see that diamond tip really makes for a very strong piercing blade, but then it allows you to have a thin one for detail work. And if you sharpened all that back there, it'd really come down into here to get that sharp. So I don't think you can do that. I mean, you can do it, but it's a little strange.
Hashtag EDC for the Piranha. Show it one more time. Are you still going to make that smaller FMF?
Well, that's kind of what that is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because if you look at that, I mean, sort of. The smaller FMF, that blade on the Raider would be good, but then I think we'd have 3 of that buoy clip style.
Can you compare the Combatant with the Accomplice?
Uh-huh. It's a big difference in those 2 blades. Really wish I had...
I'm going to give y'all like 1 more minute to enter.
All right, so
still
height-wise...
Oh, that's what he was saying. That's what Peak's Sake was saying. It's like a little F.
Yeah. So I did draw one out, actually, for Jason Pike's son, the Accomplice blade on the Raider grip.
For Hayden?
Yep. So look, big difference in these 2. Ginormous, even. And
that blade's pretty big.
It doesn't look
wide.
it. Yeah, it doesn't look it. So it's kind of a... This is like an EDC camp knife crossover. So the Accomplice is supposed to be like your buddy. It does all kind of stuff. So small enough to belt carry. Didn't he want to name it
Broski?
Yeah.
Tim said, no,
nope.
I'm not doing that.
And he thought I was kidding. I'm like, nope. And he's like, really? I love it. I'm like, nope.
Right, who likes Broski? Would you buy it if it was called Broski?
Nope.
The T.Kell Broski.
DeRogers is carrying 3 blades today.
Tim's genius at naming knives. I don't know where he comes up with all those good names.
Sometimes I have to sit on them forever. And then sometimes it's quick. Or sometimes it's just as simple as, okay.
Nobody would buy it if
I
it was called
told him that. I said, no, I'm not doing that. I love that. You know, it's like, your broskies. I'm like, if I call anybody in my circle a broski, they're never talking to me again. So I'm not doing that. Sorry.
If you're on Eric, we're playing around.
Sort of.
He didn't like the name, but it's a great
I didn't like
knife.
the name, but it's a great knife. I love the design of the blade. I loved it the moment I saw it. Jeremy loved it. C-Dub was like,
Jeremy liked that name?
The knife, not the name.
I was like, Jeremy, what is wrong
I could
with you?
imagine the words to describe the name of that knife, knowing Jeremy the way I do. We're very similar on stuff like that.
The friendo, LOL.
Yeah.
From Pete's Sake.
You know what I mean? like, no. I kind of went overboard too when I vetoed that with Eric. I was like,
the hombre. Hermano.
Yeah, maybe that. I mean, I did one Spanish name inspired knife. That was the Malvado. I thought that was cool because that's Spanish for wicked. I was told.
Maldito.
But then C-Dub was like, not really.
The T.Kell amigo.
Yeah.
Compadre.
So we're just coming up with a whole new knife line. Just the names first. Well, screw it. We'll make the blades. Somebody asked about the Tonto on the Piranha grip and that wicked little Warncliffe on the Piranha grip.
Battle buddy.
Yeah, that's an army term. So
T.Kell burrito. When sorry if it has been answered already from Alec Goldie. When will the Nightshade Reverse Tonto drop?
July. And I think we're gonna have to make a shitload of those because we sell a bunch.
Guapo, yeah, those are good.
So we could just
need a T.Kell Gladius.
Oh, that freaking dagger we're working on with that super special group of people. It's kind of Gladius-ish.
Do you have those with you, or we showed?
I got the little one
last week,
but I don't have. And look, here's the weird thing. I didn't hear anything back about that.
Name for your kitchen knife should be the T.Kell Choppa from Trust Monkey.
The Choppa with an A. Choppa. Did I say it right?
All right, we're doing this drawing for
I need
the
to do something.
EDC Fixed Blade Small Piranha. Good luck. We already have the Timmy Hawk. No, he hates to be called Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Parrish.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Joel. He sent us some delicious Indian tacos. I guess it was him and his wife.
Man,
to us.
those were freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. You can pick your grips. Just send us an email. We'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, I wanted to ask this dude about...
Are you asking him right now on the live?
I would forget otherwise. But yeah, typically when he gets them, he's like, bam, these are awesome. But
we're going to do one more knife giveaway, y'all. So
we're still working on this and tweaking through this thing. I don't know. I have the pictures, don't I? Of the thing.
Silence.
Sorry, people. Deal with it. Talk amongst yourselves. Go on Discord and we go over there and talk about it. It's like you do. Talk about it. See, I'm trying to see if I've got a picture. Okay.
So to those who said they liked the dagger, this was kind of inspired by the Malvado dagger that we had.
All right, look.
A lot of people like that.
So there's the Gladius style. So that's the blade that they settled on.
That's the one they wanted.
Over this one. But I think we need to do both. So once we get...
Raise it up a little, honey.
Can you see it?
Angle down.
Angle down. I'm trying to look where I can point.
Yeah, it works. When you angle it
Okay.
down, there's no glare.
So that's serrates. That was a stipulation. They wanted serrates all the way down one side, and then there's a ridge here, here, and here. So it's basically two Tontos back to back. Super thin. This thing is thin, 125. It's thick.
That's
no
the javelin, from Pete's sake.
No effing idea how the hell we're gonna build it. But right now, it's in plastic.
So y'all think that looks like, yeah. Which one looks like the potato peel or the Malvado inspired?
Yeah, that Pete said that shit to me the other week. And it does if you look the inside part. And these guys did ask if we could fill that in.
No, but it looks cool like that.
Yeah, well, except for if you're Pete's sake and you want to make disparaging comments about my designs.
Yeah, they're probably on Discord all talking about our stupid potato peeler.
That's why I stay off of Discord, because I jumped on there at one point. I got pissed off, so I just left. So I'll let you guys over there create your Discord without me looking at it. So here's the grips for the agent, if that excites you.
I hadn't focused on them yet. Maybe lower. Yeah, there you go.
So they're rad.
Pretty exciting.
That's very exciting. I mean, it's basically a Night Stalker grip. Anyway, here's that. I don't know if Dennis is on. I'm not gonna say his last name. I'm just gonna say that he gave me these.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Delaney. We could do that. If we had Google Photos pulled up, we could easily just show them. He was saying to do it like I do.
Yeah, we could split screen it if we were that fancy. We just have a fancy
camera. Who sent you that?
I can't say. Dennis, you know who it is. Man of few words, Dennis. So this, Dennis and this from Navy. Thank you, Dennis, if you're on. I love getting challenge coins. They mean a lot to me, because I know what they mean. And then he sent a Navy one with the Shellback Navy, if you guys don't know what that is.
What about the pretzels? Somebody sent us some pretzels.
Yeah, I was going to talk about those too. The Shellback is if you cross the equator, it's a thing. Anyway, it's a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Does everybody on here have T-shirts? Would anybody like a T-shirt giveaway? I know all the patrons get T-shirts.
There's a Vietnam thing over here. I never know if people want me to say their names.
When will the March shock drop ship? What's that?
I have no idea. So we'll just say Dan sent me these.
Tim JK, when you order, Tim will announce what the word is, and you order at a certain time with the password.
Anyway, pretzels.
For Patreon.
I freaking love chocolate covered pretzels, and Dan sent me these gourmet ones, and I think there were 12 and there's like 3 and there's only
Probably we don't anymore.
3
Sorry.
because I don't care. There's only 3 because we attacked them. They were way better than I expected, and I already love chocolate covered pretzels. So thank you, Dan. That means a lot. Did we get anything else? Hoffpower sent the seasoning and the card, that's super cool.
The last batch of sweatshirts that we got are different. So they actually run a little on the larger side. The ones that we had before ran a little bit on the smaller side. So
it's interesting. It's the same company, and they made the whole thing. It's a 2 ounce.
I don't know if it's too hot to give away sweatshirts, but we could give away a sweatshirt.
We could. I love our sweatshirts.
Like I know a couple people ordered like 4X's and they said they were too small. So the
new ones?
The older ones.
Okay.
The bigger ones, the newer ones are bigger.
Look, man, you guys want to...
So we can do a t-shirt and a hoodie mix.
I know Hoffpower's in Louisiana, but if you need... Is it excavation too? Concrete, cleaning, repair, demo.
Please send warmth.
Yeah, some places are like getting buried under snow today. So some people, not us, it is currently...
Piranha Tonto Warncliffe from Ray Johnson.
Piranha?
Tonto / Warncliffe.
They are still on paper. That is as far as they have gotten. So if I really want to exasperate John and Jeremy, I will continue to have plastic and 3-dimensional models made. But I try not to. We have enough knives now to carry us for several years. If we just promote those and put the word out there. I love designing new stuff.
Hey, Scott, I can send you a 4X of the new one.
Yeah, try it and see what you think. And I have enough designs for like the next 10 years probably.
Hey, Delaney says they're playing in Franklin, Georgia on September 14th. Come visit. You can't turn down a free show. Hey,
isn't Franklin out West Georgia? That's West Georgia.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure
Franklin is
West Georgia.
Carrollton?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. I believe. I mean, I've been all over the Southeast. So I'm pretty sure it's West Georgia. Franklin. I'm pretty sure.
Here's the shirt giveaway. We're going to give a shirt and a t-shirt and a sweatshirt.
Why not make a match? We'll give a matching set away. I don't know. I was saying stuff. Probably really unimportant things.
Near Hartwell. No, where is that? Is that near Covington?
That must be up here. Google it.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Oh,
Franklin is South Georgia near Vidalia. Oh, that's like going towards Savannah.
I know I worked there at some point. Vidalia's out there towards Florida.
People. We know all about Georgia.
You know, it's really funny. Like,
Umberto said he's really happy about the kitchen knife and he really hopes the tracker will come to life too.
Are you happy that I bastardized your kitchen knife? The kitchen knife has more potential because John, Jeremy, and camera wife all want me to do a kitchen cutlery line. So they
like the tracker though.
They have more potential for, to be in my ear like, oh, I love it, because those are more the type of knives that they would use on a daily basis. And I'm the tracker guy. You know what I'm saying? So
it's the problem is so many designs and not enough manpower to bring them all to life.
I mean, yeah, you could get them all done and then quality falls and they're like ass. And then, we sell a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't take the time to get right and put in the right places. And then we lose our reputation in our business and no T.Kells ever get made again. But we're in talks with trying to expand our operations, but we have to do it the way we've done it so far. And we kind of have it's almost been accidental. Like, we're adverse to growth because the next step up is terrifying because it's a lot of money, it's a lot of work, and then your employees and whatever. But I think
Andre said, I'd say a paring knife with a ring. Let's just do a thin piranha.
Yeah, I mean, that's effectively what that is.
A thin piranha with a century grip. There's your paring.
Yeah, my original paring knife was like a little slicey nasty. But I mean, I don't even know how the hell do you machine those? I mean, with something that's like paper thin. Like the dimensions of the paring knives when I quit making them.
I'm sorry. It's hard to compete with like a Victorinox.
That Victorinox paring knife is the shit. I have one.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Victor. Look, I have processed more animals, and I have and own all of the equipment to take animals apart, turn them into sausage, grind them, stuff them, cure them, smoke them, slice them, all of it, like thins, all of it. And I used Victorinox knives to do that with. So,
but your chef line knives will be different and cool. And,
and then when I started making
just a paring knife, I mean, I'll just get a Victorinox.
The chef's knives, performance-wise, were outrageous. And then there were some pretty famous people in this area, and one guy who's been on Beat Bobby Flay and all this other stuff. I'm not going to drop his name, but a couple of his cooks and he himself has one of our original chef's knives. You should
grab that feed knife you made.
Oh,
what was that? It was like some kind of carver they wanted.
Yeah, it was a car. I don't know where the H that is.
It was hanging on the wall. Is
it's not over there. I just looked. It's not there.
Oh, maybe I took it upstairs. Maybe I stole it.
Did you steal it?
Friend of Cosmic, I used my Raider to help process my first deer this year.
Yeah, that's what the Raider kind of started life.
People saying they want to work here. If we expand, you can work here.
Yeah. Jeremy needs employees.
Okay, Franklin is West Georgia near Carrollton. My brother lives in Carrollton.
What was?
Franklin.
I was right then.
We'll just have to go visit Dusty, and then we can go to the
You're not doing that. You would not do that. I told you it's West Georgia, didn't I? I didn't think it was out by Vidalia.
Tim is he lived in, what was that town you lived in West Georgia? What was it called? Dewberry?
I'll say Woodbury, Bury, which is just outside of Gay, which is where my mom and stepdad lived. So there's
you're hired, Matthew.
Yeah, done. I'll give you the address to Jeremy's shop. Just show up. He'll love it. He would love
Brian Kerr, I can work remotely from Wisconsin. Yeah, there's so much stuff that we need done. That's like, I don't know. I wonder if people could help us remotely.
We do have some remote, like Jeremy's remote.
Yeah.
G10 guys, remote.
The problems that we have are like keeping up with inventory, adding new stuff to the website. Like we just don't have time.
I mean, I was talking to Grant, and he's kind of the guy that keeps the day-to-day stuff running. Before we launch a new website, we need to inventory everything because the new website is going to pull screws, clips, grip colors, and keep a running total, which is something that Shopify can't do.
In case you said I'm coming to work too. Look, if y'all all came to work, everybody just stand around and bullshit and nobody
it would be Discord for you freaking yahoos.
It would be T.Kell Discord.
And then I'd have to find a place to bury 20 bodies because nobody would be working.
And then y'all would hate Tim because he would actually be a boss.
I don't know, though. What do you say about me as a boss?
You're really nice.
Not very bossy.
But you don't let people get away with mistakes. Like, you make them...
I'm very anal about detail. But I will kind of mess with people.
Matthew McCann, I do production already, make concrete blocks for Lowe's. You used to work at Lowe's.
I did. I was a department manager. My God, electrical. That guy.
Let's do this giveaway.
So yeah. I mean,
you know who wants to add inventory to the website from Hunter? Do you want to do that, Hunter?
But how are you going to get here to count every effing screw? And then are you going to be able to ring C-Dub and OD, which is Office Daughter?
It's like when we get a new product, somebody has to add it to the website.
Right. And it's not a problem when we receive 3,000 clips from Discrete Carry Concepts to take that piece of paper, type it in, boom, add them to inventory. That's not hard. But initially, developing those inventory systems and someone on site to keep up with that.
Thomas says, I'm an introvert. I'd be in the corner grinding a new blade. Yeah, we have I think Seth's kind of introverted. He kind of sits there and just does his thing.
Like, we went in the shop the other day and it's so quiet and I'm so loud and I talk so
y'all
much.
Need to talk to each other.
It's so quiet in here. And Seth goes, I like the quiet. And I'm like, I want to yell. I'm like, ah! It's like this in real life. So he likes it quiet, but I think a lot of them wear earbuds.
Yeah, they're just
independent.
In a little zone.
But yeah, the grinding, sharpening, I kind of figured out that more musical and introverted people tend to like that stuff.
You won the shirts.
Congratulations for your new wardrobe.
Email us your size and address.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Taken care of. And we
expansion sounds great, guys. It really does, but it's hard.
Nobody wants to do it either because it's not fun.
That's tedious too. Stuff. You know, it's tedious. Like
we just look at each other like every day, like, oh, we need to add that to the website, and then we don't.
Yeah, because we get an email. Are you guys out of sweatshirts? When are you restocking sweatshirts? And she asked me, and I go, "There's shitloads of sweatshirts."
Like, oh, the Apache groups. Yeah, we have those. Oops.
Yeah, we got them.
I totally just showed them the word already. I didn't mean to do that.
I guess
we're.
There you go. Who cares?
This is the last giveaway. Y'all get a head start on it.
You showing the word is better than me showing my belly. That's the alternative.
No, they want to see your belly.
Gross. Nasty furry creature.
But that's for the ringless. You want to show that one more time for people that are just joining?
Not really.
The nickel boron double-edged FLN is going to be the last giveaway of the show.
Man, I am starving. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to take me with Josh's donation to lunch today.
It's so nice. He always gives us money like that.
You know, I appreciate that too.
And Tim likes this better. This ringless one. That's your fave.
I do like the ringless one better. That's how it was designed. Because you can get a full grip, and then we added the Century grip to it already, and then. I think Jared was like, can we do it with a metal ring too? And I'm like, sure, we could do that.
Yeah.
I like the t-shirts he's having made for the things. I would love to have one of those.
Did we cover everything?
I mean, we just kind of are spastic. Does anybody have any questions about anything? I'm sure I forgot something.
Yeah, does anybody have any other questions? We got about 10, 15 minutes left. Yeah, and you like the ringless too because it just really disappears.
Yeah, it's super concealable. And I like to pocket carry that. And we
didn't get that coin yet, did we, from Montana Run?
No.
That silver coin? No, we saw a picture of it, but we haven't gotten it in the mail.
No, I have not. Look, we're going to stop using the post office. The Piranha leather sheath from Umberto's contact from Delta Sheaths, that he mailed that this time last week. And it's still, I tracked it this morning like, damn, I wanted to talk about that on the live. And I still don't have it. It's saying like Tuesday. In the post office, man, you guys should just kill yourselves. They're getting terrible.
Yes, Umberto, the new combatants will have the new sheath. Everything going forward is going to have the new sheath.
Right. Yeah.
Cheryl got the suspenders. Thank you. You're welcome.
I love my suspenders. I still wear them every day. I can't.
Well, we sent him the ones with the monoblocks.
Should we upgrade them all to monoblocks?
We might should.
I'm going to raise the price. But because monoblocks are
so if you just joined and you didn't hear us say this yet, that we're going to do a drop April 1st, but you get a 2-day jump start.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We'll give a 2-day jump start. So that would be Friday at noon through. I'm thinking of only opening it for 24 hours. So Friday at noon to Saturday at noon. Is that fair? You get 24 hours as a patron to buy all the blades you want? Because Sundays are broadcast days, and then I start organizing all my logistical work for the rest of the week.
Everybody said monoblocks on the blades. They thought you were talking about the blades.
Yeah, we actually had planned that, and I bought.
Oh, Montana said the coin got there. Did we check it must be in the mailbox. We didn't check our mail yesterday. Okay, we'll check.
Oh, and Fleming also said that we got the return on that drama.
That crazy drama.
Crazy drama.
Crazy.
I'm staying out of it.
Anybody in that group?
That's nuts.
No, what's it called? Knife Addicts something on Facebook. It's like so much drama.
Insanity. Is the camera like starting to sag? Is it like tilting?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Is it?
I just feel like I can see more of the top of the lens. Like, did I tighten everything down?
Oh.
That thing's heavy.
So is that going to be Friday the 29th?
This Friday.
This Friday, y'all. So if you want to jump start some of the blades are a concern that they could sell out. Some probably won't be as much of a concern. But
I'm going to tell you, I will be shocked if the Night Stalkers and the Piranhas don't sell out. Those are our two best sellers. And then after that, once those sell out, the CGs sell out because people go, well, damn, I wanted the $200 one and not the $275 one. And functionally, they're completely different. So that's next. And then Hawks will go. And then
what backpack do I need to buy the same company as the bag I got? Josh L. What was their name again? Rapid Dominance?
Just tell me I'll order it because I'll get it for half what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Just go on Rapid Dominance and look at their...
Look at the one you want and then we can order it.
Yeah, because I need to do an order of those anyway.
We ordered some that were smaller than we...
accident, I ordered these smaller ones.
Yeah, if y'all are interested,
The 301s. I ordered some of these smaller ones also. So it's just a smaller version, but there's a bajillion pockets on these too. I got a bunch of those. And I did order Anderson's freaking backpack. It's down there. I was wondering where that extra one was. Who had ordered it? But...
do you know what the upgraded price, not upgraded, what the new price on the Combatant will be?
I think 225, 250. I really think so because
they cost more to make now.
They cost more to make, and we haven't made so freaking many of them yet to offset what we've invested in them so far. So,
Tim, the suspenders work better worn backwards. Yes, that's how they're meant to be worn.
You mean like the X
behind the belt?
The X in the front, or you mean the clip from behind your belt? Because clip behind the belt,
all of the bags are black.
Oh, you can order whatever color you want.
But the ones that we have, they're all black.
Oh yeah, the little ones are all black. You mean with the X in the front, Cheryl, and this cross piece in the back, like this, like opposite? Or are you talking about these behind the belt? Who said that?
Can you show the thickness of the mercenaries? Hoff pair.
What are you talking about? Hoff power? It's 165 thick, so standard with the rest of our stuff. Can you tell?
Will the Sappers and 80 CRV have a different price point? No.
Nope.
They'll be the same.
They'll be the same.
We used to have to charge more for ABL until we figured out tooling. Now it's the same price.
Yep. So it's really not enough of a pain in the ass on Jeremy's end to...
Thank you, Jay, for telling people to like.
Did we get Hoff Power's simplified crawfish's answer?
He hasn't said.
Oh.
Dylan's there. Got my knife this week. It's the best filling knife I've ever had.
Night Stalker, right? No doubt. Night Stalker or...
what are your thoughts on a chisel grind blade?
I did that for a while. I made some in a chisel grind, and people complained about not being able to re-edge them, so I quit doing it. It makes sense. I mean, they're a bitch to resharpen.
Can you show the Raider and the Combatant? AR version of the TS-87 question mark?
Don't have it done yet. And this is not the new Combatant, but I mean, so lengthwise they're the same. The handle's the same length. You just have two finger wells on the Combatant and a narrow, more stabby blade. The new one has got more material taken out of here. The full length swedge a la Mercenary.
And they want the gun mats.
Yeah, so we need to make the gun mats, I guess.
I think Lee's checking on that for us.
I meant to post about that, but things are kind of nuts.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Building up for these drops. They're insane. Because I really have to make sure that we don't overcommit. I'm selling 300 Night Stalkers. And we have a bunch of freaking Night Stalkers in various stages of production. But I think I'm only going to drop 300 again. And
printed and shipping next week from Mistold.
Outstanding. You should probably send an invoice too.
Frogman knives question mark from Justin Lebo. You mean the
FMF and the V3 are both going to be dropping 150 of the V3s only. So 180 CRV, 50 in AEBL, not Nitro V, AEBL. And 400 FMFs. Now listen. They're towards the end of production. FMFs, Mercenaries. Bushman's shouldn't be as long. Accomplices. So this is that portion of our schedule where these take specific fixtures. So they're going to take longer. Then, you know, we can rip out some stuff like bam, bam, bam. But these are big braids.
Yeah, I did when the combatants from the January drop are shipping, probably closer to that 6-month mark, right?
Well,
I don't know.
So we're done with the AEBLs, and we're doing heat treat on those now.
What about the V3s?
The AEBL V3s are done.
So they'll be shipping soon?
Well, no, I mean, not done. Like, they're not even nickel boron yet. They're doing heat treat.
Basically, if you ordered from the January drop, everything still seems to be on target for 3 to 6 months.
Yep.
Some are going to be closer.
Because what are we at right now? January, February, March. So we're at 3. We're just into 3 months, right? And technically, January, February, March is not even over. So technically, we're just now getting into that window, and we've shipped about half the stuff. So we're looking pretty good.
There's the word. If any of y'all,
the wheels could fall off. World War III could break out. Then we're going to get crazy popular.
Joel Parrish, I got my Night Stalker CQC this week. Awesome knife. Feels great in my hand.
Thank you, Joel. I love. There's a lot of work that went into the grips, and there's been so many tweaks on this end on everything we've done. So, I mean, again, we've had people still be shitty about the FLN's not T.Kell quality. Listen, guys, everything, if you had handled the handmade stuff, and then the first change on the Raider, and then the second change on the Raider, and then the grip changes on the Raider, and then the sheath changes, like, we don't stop taking feedback. I think this version of the Raider,
X in the front from Hoffpair.
Interesting. I don't even know why I've never thought to do that.
You can try it. See how
I'll try it. You know, I like this allows me to kind of center everything up and put them further apart. But if it works better, it works better. I don't give a crap. I'll try it out. Maybe he's thin. Maybe. But hey, why not? It works. So I think this is the first batch of Raiders since their inception that I've not changed something.
The Piranhas are done. We're just working on the new sheath.
Yep, we're on the new sheath. They're like sitting.
We will ship it now if you want the existing.
If you want the existing sheath, yeah.
Anybody on that has Piranha orders, you can get it shipped now if you don't want to wait on the new sheath.
So I could release 1,000 Night Stalkers realistically for a 6-month time frame, but I'm really nervous to do that. Really nervous to do that. We got a lot going on. Like you guys heard at the beginning, or you may not have. I just had a driveway put in to go down to, I mean, it's technically not a shop, but it is a assembly shop that's mobile, so we won't get drilled on taxes.
Frenna Cosmic said it took a bit to get used to the FLN, but now he loves it. And also, if you have an FLN or you're getting an FLN, watch that video about how Tim shows how to carry it.
I also have changed the sheaths since then. I mean, it's not like a big change. I just am putting more heat in a spot and squeeze them so they really lock in a lot better. So if you're having issues, bring me the issue.
Yes.
You know, don't be shitty. Because it frustrates the shit out of Jeremy and everybody else when we make changes. But I think our sales and our customer service side and the fact that we listen to you guys eventually makes it worth it, the tweaks and changes. But I'm telling you, from their end on the manufacturing side, it's hard on them because this is their livelihood too. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be sensitive to what they can do and not just tweak and throw everything out every time and go, oh, well, the customers say this. And, you know, I can't have like a duplicitous mind and just be pulled in a million directions.
Just got the V3 trainer in the mail. Looks and feels great. What's your favorite way to use trainers from? Tomcat.
You should train at speed. If you've got somebody willing to fight you with a trainer, use it like you would the real thing. That's why I make them. The only difference between a training blade and a real blade is I really take a lot of the edge off. I back it up. I round the tips off. Same sheath, same heat treat, same grips. Everything's the same. I take all the sharp edges off so that you can freaking fight with it.
Hoff Power is 6 foot and 235 pounds. Do we have any nightshade clip point trainers? I think I have a reverse Tonto trainer, not a like in stock. You mean? Pretty sure we have a reverse.
What
Tonto,
are you
but not a
cutting?
clip point.
Is that garlic? I think it's garlic.
TS87 is really tough to pop out of the sheath. What do you say to that, honey?
It'll break in. It's going to break in over time. And some people are snapping our new clips because they're jerking it out. You're just going to have to work it in and out a little bit. When you wear it on body.
Alec, if you would take it without a sheath, we probably could. We could give him a clip point trainer without a sheath, right?
I don't know.
Did you sell them all to that guy?
I can look right now.
There's a customer that bought like
a bunch of them. 8
of our old drop point and clip points unsharpened without a sheath. I don't know if he's sharpening them himself. But
all I have is drop points.
Cleaned us out. Oh, you don't have a clip point?
Nope.
Come bring that drop point so they can see what it's like.
We've changed these so much.
That would be the closest thing we could get to a trainer of the clip point.
Anderson sent a picture. I think it's garlic. He said, I love my paring knife, and it was a piranha.
Yeah, he said garlic. He just
That's what I thought. So
yeah,
that's close. I mean, honestly, though, all we did really for the clip point was to grind this out.
So would we just send it just like that as a trainer, or he'd dull the tip a little bit?
I could blunt the tip and put some grips on it. I mean, these hurt, man. As an impact weapon, damn, they hurt.
How many of those do we have left?
Like 20. A bunch of these.
Stephen Clayton, I carry 3 FLN, neck ringless, metal ring cross draw with loops, G10 ring, IW.
Here's what I'm saying. Cool. Don't be messing with Clayton, because Bob DeMarco, the knife junkie, said he carries about 80-year blades on him, and I already knew that because he sent me pictures.
Would you classify the FLN as a karambit, and how are the combatants coming along? We answered that a minute ago, but we can go over it.
AEBL combatants are going through heat treat right now. The 80 Series are almost. But so then you've got a couple weeks at heat treat, and then you've got a couple weeks at nickel boron, and you've got a couple weeks here to process. So 2 months out, right in time for Blade Show, pretty much. On the combatants, that's I'm pushing that timeline out. It's gonna
be worth the wait because these are so good.
It's like when I changed the Raider, people got ill because what's taking so long? We added the swedge, we added that rounding around the finger well, and I'm like, listen, the every time we do these major changes to the blades, they're so much better. So much better. Because if I'm going to piss Jeremy and those guys off to make the changes on stuff, it's got to be worth it for me to piss them off.
All right, y'all. Hurry up and enter. I'm about to do the drawing if you haven't entered yet.
It's good. Like, all around, it's going to be good. It's worth it. Totally worth it, but within the 6-month time frame. BT dubs. What was I saying before that?
Oh, I forgot. Somebody did ask something else, but I don't remember what it was.
Ask again because I'm dumb.
Please hold 5 of those drop points based on our previous email. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know you wanted 5 more. Maybe you emailed 10.
Don't do that.
Brian Miles.
Yay, Ryan.
Oh, Casey Curtis says that was me who ordered the 8 knives. Okay. You have a different screen name.
Gotcha.
And so we're holding 5 for somebody else then. Make sure you pull them out because I don't want to accidentally sell them. Congrats. You got a FLN double edge.
I've never tried that.
Ringless.
Outstanding.
We're at 2 hours.
I was thinking it was a question about the FLN.
They asked if it was classified as a.
Oh yeah, yep. So no.
Somebody said it's a hybrid.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a hawkbill hybrid. So let's look at what you would consider shape-wise of a karambit. So this is the Riot XOK.
But you never showed that where
I think it's cool as shit.
you traded with.
So see how this is more open?
Lower it.
Oh, sorry. So this is laid back more on the FLN, which from a forward position, it's going to have this edge exposed more. So you're going to get more edge in towards whatever you're cutting. So this is much more curvaceous. So this is kind of a cat's claw style. And it didn't start at all as a karambit. So it was designed to be held in a fist like this so you could do hard forward press.
Trust Monkey, did you really win fries at McDonald's the other day? That's funny.
So I've always wanted one of these XOKs, Gravity Karambit by Riot. Look, so you push the button.
Don't cut yourself.
I won't. And then you do this and it's out. It's pretty freaking rad. I had this thing for about 3 seconds and was already playing with full speed with the steel. I mean, it's wicked. So from a deployment standpoint, it's slower than just drawing the FLN, but mechanically, it's neat.
It is neat. We saw those at Blade Show.
I wanted one so bad, and they would not sell it to me at Blade Show. Actually, C-Dub came and got me and said, "You got to see this thing with Measured Texture."
Yeah, Measured Texture got us in for a special meeting.
Yeah. And he's like, come here. Let me show you this. Come here.
Yeah,
hey, he's been quiet today.
Measured Texture had one of those awesome hawk. What is it called? The out the fronts. I forget what it was called.
I forget what brand it was.
The John Wick updated John Wick knife, or the newest.
He pretty much uses me to get into Blade Show early so that he can go buy other people's crap. Just kidding. Rob's a good dude.
Well, we're over time, honey, so we need to jump off.
I feel like we just started. Thank you, coffee, because
it woke me up too.
Yes. Somebody bought some stuff. That's so crappy of a
Hawk
noise.
Deadlock, yeah, that's it. Deadlock C. That was a really cool knife too.
Yeah, I still don't have the Riot Gravity
knife.
Show
the Black Hawk real quick if you can. You got Black Hawk over there? We'll bring some grips next time.
Yeah, just remember C-Dub.
And Brandon Maples wants you to. Oh no, he said, "Are you gonna have pew pew time?"
Oh no, I need it. I've been like angst for 4 days, haven't I, camera wife?
Yep.
I've been angst. I've been angry.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Yeah, if you need anything, listen. Friday at noon. I think I'm gonna do it for 24 hours instead of. I'll give you. You get in 2 days early, but I don't think we need to leave it open for 48 hours. So if you're on Patreon, be ready Friday at noon. We're going to open those up. You guys go ape shit. And that way Sunday, I can get everything, inventories updated.
Josh L wanted to see the different size bags. He doesn't know what size he needs.
Okay.
What was it? What did you say you were doing, Josh? For something he's doing, he wanted to know what size it.
Okay. So I think this is a 301.
Everybody's staying by, but we're still here to show.
All right, let me grab them.
Help Josh out.
Okay. So
travel.
This is the 12-hour, they call it. I think it's the 30, whatever. So what are the 12-hour one shows? So that shows that. So that's a 12-hour in the tan. So it would be a good
travel bag
under the seat.
Do you have one?
Hold on. So here's the back. So it opens fully open all the way for your laptop, and then it's got a pad in here. You can hang a water bladder in there, and it's stiff, and it's padded on the back side. And then there's lots of
stinky stripes.
There's lots of pockets in these things, and that's what I'm really impressed with. Is 1000 denier cordura too. So We got lots of places to store. So look, this is the 304 because it says so. And then it's got these little side pockets where you can stick a water bottle. And gosh, I mean, they just keep getting better.
How much is the small bag?
I think they're $50. I think. And then you still have straps on the inside of the main compartment to strap all your stuff down.
Your arm's in the way.
Who gives a shit about this arm? And then you also have a little mesh pocket. Lots of storage. That's the 304. This one is this one's a big bastard, right? Let's see which one this one is.
Back up just a little.
This is the 301. Much more room. It has a steel thing. It's got the same back pockets, but more room. With the 304, you get the waist belt that's padded, and then you've got pockets on the waist belt, pockets on the side, pockets on the side.
Yeah, Alec, you can just send us a message.
Tons
I
more.
think we have one still. Do you have more than 5 of those drop points to sell one to Alec?
Yeah. I think I've got like 15. So, just a lot more pockets on the 304. This is the one that I've been using for. I mean, there's so much shit I think you can probably put a whole body in here. This is the one I'm using.
There's a small bag CCW.
The little messenger bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's the 304, and if you want to go even effing larger, you go up. This is the 96. So this one is a monster of a bag.
We got to jump off. I'm about to start coughing.
Just cough. They can deal with it. Suck it up. Well, somebody has to see the bags.
I think he got his answer.
This is the 96-hour one, so it's got even more pockets,
What's the price on the 304?
I believe that one was 80. That's a big bag, and I like it.
Excuse me.
Wait. Is that the 304 was the Coyote tan one? I don't even know. They call it the T-Rex one. I don't know if they made it for T-Rex or not, but it's a really good
If you have a
mid-size.
question about the bag, just send us an email. And we'll
Yeah,
figure it
she said, get out of here, you guys. With 7 minutes over.
out. Happy Sunday. 11 minutes over.
Yeah, I'll shoot you that later, Pete. Take the Turkish.
Can you show the little messenger again for Gus?
Yeah. I thought Gus
This is what they just keep asking us questions, so we'll stay on longer.
That's right.
Just
I
kidding.
don't really care. So that's it. Again, this is the not upgraded version, but there's all kind of freaking pockets in this little guy too. So it's a really good sling bag. So that gives you an idea size wise. And it does have a.
And Ray Johnson said, can you show the Agent 001? Do you even?
I don't have the most updated. I think it's at the shop, but I have one without grenade scales and a broken tip because it's plastic.
Oh, you broke the tip.
Yeah, I dropped it. So that's it. It looks way better with
the grenade. Yeah,
the grenade texture, and it's gonna feel great too. So, where we at? Since we're answering a million questions, we really need to send this link, or I guess we could post it on Patreon. You're not gonna be able to tell, Pete, because it's in Hebrew or Arabic.
It's upside down.
Well, I can't turn it the other way because it'll dump all over the floor.
Oh, okay.
But you could type in Turkish or Israeli coffee on Amazon.
Hunter gave the link one time.
He's dead today, though.
All right, y'all.
Mm.
We'll see you next week, maybe.
All right, guys. Have a good week. Friday, ask questions on Patreon. We'll get all the links and everything put up. You'll get a code to unlock the blades. I'll drop the code at noon Friday so that you can get access.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.